Caution is advised.
Hey everyone, welcome to the discussion for Marvel Legendary. This discussion is also in memory of Stan Lee, even though we lost. And I never, here's the thing, we did the thing, if you didn't watch the run-through, one, go watch the run-through. But two, if you didn't, we did the Infinity Gauntlet, and as Thanos as the mastermind. And not gonna lie guys, I never truly felt like we had a chance. We never got close to fucking beating him. Like, well, there was at one point where he only needed, what, 16?
14.
He was down to 14?
Because you guys had 2 and I had 1.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so 14 damage, which, okay, so we could probably attack him once. When you attack him, you just flip one of these. This is God of Death. Fight. Each other player reveals their hand and gains a wound for each card that player has with the same card name as any card is in Thanos' bound soul pile.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's awful.
God.
That's brutal.
Yeah.
That's why they wanted you to pick non-gray cards.
Yeah.
Because you were fucked then.
Yeah.
Oh, Deadpool would have been, I would have been like, oh.
Yeah, you only take a wound, so, I mean, that just bogs your hand up. But yeah, so that's just one of the cards. But yeah, it was still an absolute blast, and as time goes on, because I never used to be into superheroes, like, at all. The only comic book I've ever actually read was when I worked at Books A Million, and I read World War Hulk. Because I was like, oh, I'll try and get into Hulk, because, I mean, they had a bunch of comics. I'm like, I don't even know where to start. I'm like, okay, I know I like the Hulk, so I'll check him out. But as for the game of Marvel Legendary, let's see. We'll start with things we don't like. If there's really anything at all. Josh, was there anything that you didn't like about the game?
I mean, my big complaints are, since it's the first time I ever played this, we picked something super difficult. So difficulty's an issue. Of course, we picked like one of the hardest
ones. Yeah.
Yeah. So, at that point I put it as nitpicking because it's the first time I've ever played.
But here's the thing, though, is even though we picked a super difficult scheme and mastermind, the game itself is not difficult to learn.
No, I found it real easy to pick up.
So, and that's the fantastic thing about this game is it's very simple. The only thing that you can kind of get confused on is when do your abilities trigger. And it's like, well, really, you kind of play everything, and then you assign them, and then you do what you want to do with them. So it's like, well, can I use this one blue card for multiple things? No. I mean, thematically, I guess you couldn't, because that one's just, think of it as like a charge, and that one's using it for this card. But I mean, if that was a blue card that you use, you can use a separate one. So it just kind of, that's the only like kind of convoluted or fiddly thing I think about the game. Babe, is there anything that you don't like?
I mean, really? Not really. Not that I can think of, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I really have no complaints either. The only thing is, because, I mean, it's everything within Marvel, and the theme is really, there's one mastermind who's controlling all the villains, and then there's all these different characters, that it can kind of feel like a mishmash. Like, but that's the thing, is you can choose your villains, or you can choose your heroes, and your mastermind, and your scheme. So, technically, we could have had Thanos as the mastermind, with the scheme of Civil War. So, but if you're, like, really wanting ultimate theme with this game, there's not, like, really a whole lot there that kind of makes sense. Just because you can have just the sheer randomness of everything. But that's just a minor complaint because like I said, you can make your game have a theme, which we did. Like, it's actually kind of cool that you can have all these different characters fighting against Thanos.
Yeah.
That, like, it kind of creates a what-if scenario. It's like, what if Hulkbuster Iron Man was there? Like, fighting against Thanos, or if Vision was actually there, or Spider-Man, Thor, or all these other characters, Wolverine, Deadpool, who technically has killed the entire Marvel universe. And there's so many other expansions, but yeah, you get all these different combinations
I
of...
think Deadpool's one of the only people to hold an Infinity Stone and not die from it.
Really?
Star-Lord.
Well, because
Friendship.
he holds, I don't remember what stone it is, he holds it and then punches Thanos in the face.
Oh.
And it destroys his arm and then it regenerates.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's crazy. I didn't know that. And see,
Yeah.
so I mean that's literally all I got, is that as a complaint, is you can just get completely wonky scenarios or schemes and masterminds and villains and heroes.
It reminds me of Mashup, though, and I like that.
Of mashup?
Or,
Oh, Smash Up.
Smash.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, and I'm just saying some people could be like, there's no theme to the game. It's like, well, first of all, it's a deck builder.
Yeah.
And it's not like Aeon's End or something where there is an ultimate like theming around like what you are doing.
Yeah. Second of all, the theme is just super
I thought it was
fun.
real fun.
Yeah.
I would play it again.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, this I just did my top 10 deck builders, deck slash bag builders, and this was I think at number 4 or 5. Only because the games before it actually do have a solid theme. Like mechanics work the same. This is as pretty much as straightforward a deck builder as you can get. You have your standard recruit points. I'll buy these guys, or I'll recruit these people to come help fight against the mastermind and the villains, and then I have some fight to go KO these people. So that was things we don't like, which is virtually almost nothing. So things we do like. I can start, and you guys can trail off on that. My absolute favorite thing about this game is the sheer variety of heroes.
Yes.
That is my absolute favorite thing, and I mean this box is filled with cards, and they're not even, and luckily, I mean the insert's kind of shitty, but you can print dividers that show. So that's what I have. I printed those off and fit it into the insert. So as of right now, that box is completely full with cards, and I still have like... There's Secret Wars Volume 1 and 2. There's actually a Villains expansion where the villains of Marvel can come and be heroes.
Oh,
so you can
sweet.
you can play as Loki or Doctor Doom or all these people. So you could technically have Doctor Doom fighting Thanos or something.
That's pretty
Which
dope.
Doctor Doom would wipe the board with him because he's fucking insane. The
And then
Fantastic
bring
Four
his younger
movie
brother.
They didn't do him justice.
They didn't do him justice at all. He was a little bitch in that movie. It's like, because like, I remember watching a death battle with Doctor Doom against, I think it was Darth Vader. And I was
I
like,
don't remember.
oh, Vader is totally going to win. And went through Doctor Doom, and I'm like, oh.
He's
He's
insane.
God. He's essentially God. But you just have this sheer amount of variety that you can have. Like, whenever we first played this game, Kat and I went over to my friend Brad's house. And he always raved about this game before, and I never had a chance to play it. And he's like, well, what heroes do you want? I'm like, well, what are there? He's like, name 5, and I guarantee... Because he has all the expansions. And they're about to release the Ant-Man and Wasp expansion. So he's like, literally name 5, and I guarantee they're almost going to be in there. And we named the pretty generic ones that most of them actually came in the base game. But... like, weirdly enough, yeah, they have some kind of obscure ones, like Black Panther, it doesn't have his own deck. He's in a split thing with Storm, because in the Civil War set. But I absolutely love that. Like you said, it is kind of like Smash Up, where you get these weird combinations that you can kind of be like, okay, how are they going to work? I personally think we might have missed a step, because Vision was all about... filtering through your deck, but he also didn't do a whole lot with power, which unfortunately we needed a lot of power. Like, I wish we probably should, and Spider-Man was...
I was about to say, I think our 2 biggest faults were Spider-Man's all about rescuing bystanders,
Which makes sense.
they only captured a couple.
Yeah.
We should have went for, like, the big
heavy hitters. We really should have put in
Hulk.
She-Hulk, Hulk, Gladiator Hulk,
Yeah, like...
Korg, Bruce Banner, or Iron... Yeah, so...
Bruce Banner as his normal self.
Well, no, because he can transform into the Hulk. So we really should have just taken World War Hulk and had him fight against Thanos. But that's the great thing is you can do that.
Hulk doesn't want to fight
You can-
against Thanos.
Because, yeah, it's true. Like, it's, you can have all of that, and that's what makes it so much fun, is you can choose who you want to fight and just see how the combinations work, because, I mean, each deck, they all have their one big super card, and then, like, 2 or 3 of the same cards, and then you shuffle them all together, and you just filter through that. And you're trying to make combinations and the best combinations, and everyone kind of has their role to play. I mean, even Deadpool probably was a bad choice.
What? No.
Only because he's so weird.
Once I got his stuff, though, I got like that extra point, basically.
He was popping off some damage.
It's just
but
that he kept getting taken away.
That's true. That's true. You kind of were a host almost every single time.
It's because I was actually like, this is how many I ended with. I ended with like 4 or 5. I ended with 4, but I had at least. I know I had more than that, but yeah.
You lost quite a bit.
They just kept
probably another
getting
4.
I had a
taken
Deadpool
away.
going there.
Yeah.
So.
So I had more shield. So.
And then I mean, so that's my favorite thing about the game. What did you guys like?
I just like a lot about it. It's hard to peg it because it's kind of like it's just very simple.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you have cards, you have cards. So
So, I actually like the fact that the villains can escape.
Oh, okay.
Because like most superheroes are like the villains always lose, heroes
Yeah.
always win. I like that like the villains win, or they can.
Or they can win, yeah. And each scheme, I mean, is going to have different ways to win. Like if I can find,
Because
these are how many schemes there are
damn.
in the game, or in just how much what I have here. And like I said, Epic Superhero Civil War, Avengers versus X-Men. Let's see, reveal heroes' secret identities, because some of the villains are actually the Illuminati, which is like evil Iron Man, evil Doctor Strange, and stuff like that. Fall of the Hulks. Let's see some of the earlier ones. Let's see. No, well, and I don't know a whole lot of these. So the Kree Skull War. Everybody hates Deadpool. Deadpool writes a scheme. Hey, writing these doesn't seem so tough. Use the best hero in the game, Deadpool. Add 6 twists of lemon, shake vigorously, and I'll make it up as I go. Fucking A. Deadpool wants a chimichanga. So, they just have so many schemes that you have virtually unlimited replayability within the game. And then they also have this shitty insert. The insert is
Another thing, the KO pile just seems kind of weird to me. Because certain things go in there and then certain things go into a discard.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, it'll specify what goes in what. So, I mean, yeah, that can be, I think, weird at first, but ultimately, at the end of the day...
It's a good mechanic.
Fucking A. I'm just trying to get all of these.
Better call in Dr. Styrofoam.
I didn't notice this at first, but it has...
It has setup and turn order on there,
Yeah.
so you don't have to remember it. It's actually all on the board. Yeah, I mean, and they have such weird people. Like some I've never heard of. I've never heard of Star-Lord. Okay.
Who the hell?
Who the hell is Slapstick?
Oh hell, I don't know that one.
Or Bob, Agent of Hydra.
You don't know who Bob is?
No.
How dare you?
Or Hulkling, or hey, there's Hercules.
Here, can I see?
No.
His name is Heracles.
So here are the masterminds you can have: Doctor
Is
Doom.
I was like, is it really?
Doctor Doom, Magneto, Loki, Red Skull, Supreme Intelligence of the Kree, Thanos, Evil Deadpool, Macho Gomez, General Thunderbolt Ross, King Hulk and Sakarson, the Red King, Illuminati, Secret Society, MODOK, the Sentry, Ragnarok, Mariah Hill, Authoritarian Iron Man, Baron Helmet Zemo, and Misty Knight. Those are all the ones that I have.
Zemo, is he from Civil War?
Wasn't that the guy from Civil War?
He was the doctor, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, I mean, I just, also, just the sheer simplicity of the game, like, hey, on your turn you draw a villain card. Okay, if it has an ambush, you do what it says. If it has, and when you go to fight it, you do its fight ability.
You just have to overpower it to win.
Equal, meets it, beats it, and then, hey, one thing I do absolutely, actually that's a negative, but no one ever does it, or at least no one I know ever does it. I absolutely hate that victory point bullshit.
Because you're supposed to be working together.
Yeah, there's literally no reason to ever have that as a, haha! Oh, well, okay, I get that. Oh, I got 3. Oh, that's 6. So I'm at 9, 10, 11. I did the best. I'm the best superhero. It was a team effort. I'm better than you. Yeah, I fucking hate that. But then again...
That's why I revealed my hand. Not only for the video, but because, like, why would I hold secretively? Like, the card's gonna... Thanos knows what you have now. Like,
right, it's like, yeah. And I think the reason why some co-op games do just say everyone plays with their hand revealed, but it prevents someone from, like, me looking at your hand and be like, you should do this, this, and this. It allows you to know what your hand is, and you're like, this is what I want to do. Prevents quarterbacking. But ultimately, yeah, you can just do away with the semi-cooperative nature of this, because no one ever plays it like that. Yeah, you mentioned the KO pop, the KO spot. It's just there. I mean, you're really just supposed to toss them. You organized them, which I was like, man, that seems like a really wasted spot for if you're gonna just keep them all in a nice tidy stack.
That's why I was like, why is it that big if you can just organize it all?
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. With Thanos, is we actually started getting good, like, where we can take the gems back, but at some point, man, just fucking...
All of these!
Those 3 scheme twists in a row where it's just like, by the way, he got tired of fucking leading you guys on. He's just gonna take the gems now. Okay.
Thanos was just letting us play with
What?
them.
You mean my team of Spider-Man, Deadpool, Vision, and Thor couldn't do it?
That's crazy!
I mean, Thor and Vision were... Oh, and the Hulkbuster Iron Man. Spider-Man, that was a bad idea. I just let you put him in because it's your favorite. And I'm
Well,
like,
yeah.
I mean, I didn't know what his abilities are the first time ever playing.
Right.
If I would have known he was so useless, it'd be like, you're my favorite superhero, but fuck off.
we have a war to win, kid. How about you go and...
I go Tony Stark on him. What are you doing?
Exactly.
You gotta get yourself killed.
Go home.
And he did.
Spoilers.
So yeah, well, I meant this game.
Iron Man is gonna have to tell Aunt May that Spider-Man is dead.
Well, he's gonna sleep with her first, and then tell her, oh, by the way, your nephew's dead.
And then Piper, something
Poo
horrible.
poo Piper.
She's got superpowers. It doesn't matter.
Does she still have those powers from Iron Man 3?
I never watched Iron Man 3.
Spoiler.
Spoiler.
I don't know.
Yeah.
If she
can't
does,
remember.
like, she would be more useful than Tony Stark.
What were her
Okay.
superpowers?
I don't remember. The Iron
She
Man
got
movies are
them-
garbage.
She got the Mandarin superpowers.
That's right.
Oh.
That's right.
She either got those or she had them.
So,
I don't remember.
Here's another thing. The wound cards. I like how our heroes can't die.
Yeah,
Like,
they're
we
just-
can't take, oh, if you take 10 wounds, you lose. No, you just, hey, guys, my entire turn is just going to be doing nothing, which sucks. But because it's like, but yeah. I mean, if his fight is just like, oh, by the way, hey, you guys just took 5 wounds,
He
it just
snaps
bogs up
and
your hand.
kills everyone.
Yeah. I like that, and how they're not stuck. You don't have to have like cards that specifically get rid of wounds. You can just be like, my entire hand has 3 wounds. I'll just do nothing and get rid of them.
Yeah.
And you get to heal them. So I do like that. Just the sheer amount of variety. I love this game. And I used to hate deck builders.
Yeah, I remember you saying
And it just came to a point where I was actually able to make a pretty solid top 10 list. And, I mean, theme helps a lot. And I love the art in this game.
Yeah, it's very
It's actually
nice.
comic book art versus... I know the Homecoming Spider-Man expansion has the Homecoming art, which I don't like. But for the most part, all of this is comic booky, which I think they did a lot of work and a lot of care into this game. Was there anything else that you guys had in regards to?
I feel like I was gonna say something. I forgot.
What was it?
I forgot.
Aw, sad.
I like that it's Wolverine being torn apart over there.
Well, because he's the one that could regenerate.
Per use.
He's got that Deadpool powers.
Yeah,
They
that's
have
true.
the same powers.
Was there anything you got left to say?
I definitely want to play it again.
Yeah.
Even if we don't record it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So, scale 1 to 10, Cat.
I'll give it a damn old 8.5.
8.5.
Just like Deadpool, just end it on a happy number.
I'll give it an 8. Yeah, 8 or a 9.
Yeah, I'm sitting at an 8. Like, I definitely don't have a whole lot to say about it, but I do like other deck builders more. But I do think this has a very good gateway feel into getting into deck builders. But I mean, who doesn't like superheroes? Especially if you can put in a superhero that someone really likes. Then it's like, hey, we can play with them. They might suck against this
Spider-Man.
The thing is, he's probably really good against other villains or other. Like, he wasn't bad. He definitely just helped get cheaper cards out because he is cheap to purchase or to recruit.
For 2 and then play them to reveal the top. If it's 2 or less, you can. That's pretty good.
Actually, him paired with Vision is pretty good because if it's not 2 or less, then you know what it is. And then you can use Vision. Some of Vision's powers to either swap them or. So there were a lot of actually good combos. Unfortunately, we needed to have hard hitting things against Thanos. But yeah, so you said, what did you say, 8.5?
I said 8 to 9.
8 to 9. You were 8.5. I'm sitting at an 8. So that's our thoughts on Legendary Marvel deck building game. Let us know what you think of the game in the comments below. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching this, and if you like this video, then click the subscribe button below to enjoy any video that I put out. And right next to that subscribe button is a little bell. Click that so you get notified of whenever I actually upload these videos. If you want to support the channel, you can definitely visit my Patreon page. The link is in the description below. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you.